EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Throwing right away is Allen. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Allen. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
In motion, Shakir. On third down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, they'll call on Brad Robbins here to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Christian Benford brings him down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here's Gibson. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down, up past the 35.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 now from the 36. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A carry now for Gibson. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on second down, May. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. On the give, this is Stevenson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
May to throw on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Stevenson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. From out of the gun, here's May. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That's Greg Rousseau in there for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Bills offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now Allen on first down. That's taken in. It's James Cook. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. Now he'll run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. Still going. And he will score. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On the ground, Gibson. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Karen Johnson up to make the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. May gonna look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's Bryce Behringer now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, 1st rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
To throw again, it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. On 3rd down, here's Davis. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Now he'll run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball.
And he's into the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. He's got his man, Kayshon Boutte. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's May. He'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they will get the first down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Gerard Mayo's made the decision, and he'll send out the field goal team. This will be a 41-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Patriots are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. On the return, it's Chenault. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, he'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with May. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
On 2nd down, it's May. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now, May. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. That's Daquan Jones getting in there to bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll go play action here with Allen. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. To throw now, May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's taken down up past the 35.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
May to throw on 2nd down. Throw across his body is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. May to throw again. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Matt Milano there to stop him. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run here with Gibson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 6. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st down, Buffalo.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Here's a handoff to Cook, running left. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They motion the slot man left. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
On 1st down, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. In motion, Shakir. On 2nd down, Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now it's Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Once again, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills going to open up a 17-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got Douglas going deep. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bills first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.